Yat e shikero shidene. Hello, my family. Today, I want to talk about healing the scarcity mindset. As a Diné Navajo woman, I've come to realize that many of the values that I carry today were planted long before I understood them. Growing up on the reservation, I learned to appreciate what we had, to share with others, and to find joy in the simple things. Well, these teachings became more than childhood memories. They became the foundation of who I am, and they continue to remind me that true abundance isn't measured by what we own, but by how we choose to live our life. Still, it's easy to let the world convince us that there's never enough opportunities, never enough jobs, never enough resources, not enough room for people like us to succeed. But when I look back on my own life, I realized I was given a different way of seeing the world. And that perspective came from my Nalahas team, my grandfather. My grandfather was deaf. He was also a healer and a medicine man. Most people probably saw him as somebody who couldn't hear, but I remember everything that he could. He loved people deeply and he served our community. He welcomed everyone with kindness and he carried a joy that filled every room he entered. He couldn't hear the world, but he taught me how to truly see it. My Nalahasteen, my grandfather, didn't have much. He came from humble beginnings, and he taught me that our true wealth isn't measured by what we own or what we have. It's measured by how we love and serve each other and how we care for one another. He carried a wealth of knowledge that couldn't be measured, and everyone who knew him was better because of it. One of the greatest gifts he gave me was showing me how to be present, to be in the moment. When I was with him, he wasn't worried about tomorrow or he wasn't focused on what we didn't have. He would tend to the sheep, tend to the animals, he would care for the land, and then we spent our days outside. And looking back, I realized that my grandfather wasn't just teaching me how to work, he was teaching me how to see the world. Even now, when I feel stressed or pressured and life feels rushed, I find myself thinking about him and what he would do in this situation. He reminds me to slow down, to be present, and give thanks for what's already in front of me. That's when I remember that abundance isn't found in having more, it's found in seeing more. And the more I reflect on my grandfather's life, the more I realize that I wasn't alone in carrying this wisdom. It's the same wisdom that our ancestors, your Nalis and your Masanas and Chays, they live this every day. They face hardships I can only imagine, yet they never stop loving, they never stop serving, and they never stop believing in the generation that would follow. That spirit lives on in us. So if you've been feeling the weight of the world or feeling like you don't have enough or living with a scarcity mindset, I hope this reminds you that our greatest wealth has never been in what we own. It's found in the love that we share, the resilience that we carry, and our beautiful Diné culture that keeps us grounded. So healing begins when we stop focusing on what's missing and start recognizing the gifts that's been in our hands all along. So thank you so much for staying with me until the end and allowing me to share my heart and the story of my grandfather with you. Stay rooted, lead with your heart, and rise. Ashiha.